keep it moving now. Don't you see what I'm doing? Let's get it, 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 let's get it.
I'm Aaron Crane, and this is your Region 9 recap. Over at Pineview, the Panthers took on the Dixie Flyers. Let's send it to our Big O Tires fan cam as the Panther student section gets ready for the game. Pineview would look to the air attack, but quarterback Adam Moore would be sacked into the end zone for a safety for the game's first score. After that, Pineview would get into scoring position as Mo Tonga would bulldoze his way into the end zone. Pineview looked to capitalize as Moore would find Brock Harris for a good gain, but as Harris was falling to the ground, the ball would be stripped away by Junior Coughlin, who would take it all the way to the house to keep Dixie alive. Pineview would keep moving the ball as Moore would go through his progressions and not find an open receiver and decide to take it himself for the touchdown. Then to start the fourth quarter, Moore would lob it up to Harris, who would climb the ladder and come down with the catch in the end zone. And this will bring us to our AWP Play of the Week. Dixie, needing a big play, would trust the arm of Wyatt Truman as he would bomb it down the field to Coughlin, who would catch it in stride and take it into the end zone to change the tide of this game. Dixie would get the ball back and look to score again, as Truman would find Rand Sawyer with a quick hitting touchdown to make it a one-score game. Truman would hand it off to Silas Russell from 7 yards out as he would speed across the goal line to give Dixie the go-ahead score. The final score in this one, Dixie 29, Pineview 28. Over at Snow Canyon, the Warriors hosted the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Mason Topalian would take the handoff and get a huge pickup on the ground to kick off this game. Then Steele Barban would drop back and find Ty West for a 32-yard touchdown strike. Barban would then drop back and fire to the end zone to find Boston Adamson in the corner of the end zone to give the Mustangs a 14-7 lead. In the second half, the Mustangs would continue as Barban would connect with West again for this big play. Then it was Barban taking it himself as he would dive for the pylon and get the rushing touchdown. The Mustangs would add one more score on this option play late in the game. The final score in this one, Crimson Cliffs 41, Snow Canyon 7. Over in Hurricane, the Tigers took on the Cedar Reds. Cedar would strike first as Everett Kelling would find Ammon York for this 15-yard touchdown pass. Cedar would look to score again, but Hurricane's defense would come up big and force a fumble as Kellen Pledger would scoop up the ball and hit the Jets as he would take it all the way to the house for the touchdown. Cedar would respond with a touchdown run by Crew Giles. And this will bring us to our Jones Payton Glass Big Hit of the Week. JT Orr would take the handoff and run over the Hurricane defender for the touchdown. The final score, Cedar 56, Hurricane 7. The Region 9 recap is brought to you by Finley Subaru, Jones Payton Glass, State Bank of Southern Utah, Dealer Collision Center, Big O Tires, AWP, Nets on Fire, The Rally Stop, and Intermountain Sports Performance. For St. George News, I'm Aaron Crane.